Hi friends, I'm Amy from Our Amiable Farmhouse, and today I wanted to show you how I made my own raw apple cider vinegar. In my last post, I showed you how I processed 20 pounds of Gravenstein apples, peeled, sliced, cored. Well, I saved those peelings and cores so that I could make apple cider vinegar. I took all those apple scraps, put them in some mason jars, covered it with fresh water, and I put a tablespoon of raw apple cider vinegar that I already had and added it to each quart jar. So this is a half-gallon mason jar, and I put 2 tablespoons in this one. And that just gives it that mother culture. It gives it a head start on the fermenting process. And these jars have been sitting for a couple weeks now, and they really smell like vinegar. Starting to smell like that sweet, tangy vinegar smell. But I think I'm gonna let it go for probably a week longer, just to really get that good dark vinegar color. And that's all there is to this tutorial. It's super simple. I mean, what more could you want than to use up every bit of your apple, and it makes you feel like you're so frugal and Ma Ingalls on the prairie kind of homesteading, like a homesteading beast. For me personally, it just makes me feel better that I'm actually getting to use every part of something that I've made, and kind of like repurposing what we would think of as scraps, where I would normally just compost it, but this I was able to turn into another useful thing for around the house. Apple cider vinegar can be used for so many things. I use it to lacto-ferment vegetables. I drink it in my water on a daily basis. I use it for cleaning and soaking and fermenting grains and beans. It's a wonderful all-purpose staple to have in my pantry. It's really simple to make your own apple cider vinegar. You simply save those scraps from the apples that you may be processing for drying or making applesauce or apple butter. And you save those scraps and you put them into a mason jar. Cover it with fresh, clean water. And add a tablespoon of raw apple cider vinegar that's already been processed and ready to use. And then cover with some kind of cloth, like cheesecloth, or here I'm just using the napkins, and I put a canning ring on top to secure it and keep it in place. And that just keeps, debris, dirt, and especially fruit flies out of your vinegar. This time of year there is a lot of fruit flies. The weather is changing, it's fall now, and it seems like every time I buy bananas from the store, the bananas sit on my counter and I have fruit flies, like a lot of them. I don't know, I'm not sure if they come in on the bananas as little eggs and they hatch and fly around. Okay, that's kind of disturbing to think about it, but anyway. I place my jars in a dark, cool place in my kitchen, and sometimes that's in my pantry, but most of the time I have room on this shelf back here where I keep some canning jars and my food dehydrator. But so I will just keep it there, and then I will cover it with a tea towel to keep it the light out from the jars, so it can just do its thing. And it usually takes a good 3 to maybe even 6 weeks to get a good dark, strong vinegar. But probably as little as 3 weeks, depending on how warm it is in your kitchen, you could get a vinegar that's ready to store and use. I'm so glad you stopped by today. Thank you for watching this very short, quick, and simple tutorial on how to make your own raw apple cider vinegar. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified each time a new video goes live. If this is the first time you've stopped by the farmhouse, I'm so glad to meet you. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. That's the greatest compliment I could receive, and I thank you so much. I bring a new video each week on simple food, simple living, simply handmade. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Thanks so much for stopping by our amiable farmhouse. See you next time.